Hello, my dear boys and girls. Tonight, I have arranged for you a very important discussion, that is how to frame WH questions. And it is very much confusing that in some of our question papers we see that many questions are not in the proper form. So, I want to give you some tips of how to frame WH questions. Clear? You know that there are 9 WH words. I have already noted them down on the blackboard, on the board. What, which, why, when, whose, whom, how, who, where. So there are 9 WH words. And all these words help the teachers, the students, and all who speak English try to frame questions with all these words, interrogative pronouns. Clear? Now let us so the name of the topic is framing WH questions. Now let us deal with what? First, what? Okay? For example, we say, what is your ambition in life? What is your ambition in life? You see that what is your ambition in life? So what is the WH word? And there is only verb, is. It is actually the form of be verb, but here it is the principal verb. It is not the auxiliary verb. Remember, what is your ambition in life? And the questions should be framed in such a manner that the answer can be found or answer can be detected in the sentences given. For example, I am writing 2 sentences. Number 2. Here, my uncle lives. Here my uncle lives. I want to meet him. I want to meet him. Okay? There are 2 sentences. You see, here my uncle lives. I want to meet him. Now, the question may automatically, suppose you have been asked to frame a question with what? You have been asked to frame a question with what? Then what will you write? What have you come here for? Okay? What have you come here for? That means what is the purpose of coming here? And what is your objective? What is your purpose? Your purpose is to meet your uncle. So, in these two sentences, the answer is hidden and you have discovered the answer. Clear? What have you come here for? And your answer will be, I have come here to meet my uncle who lives here. Clear? You see that WH word followed by the auxiliary verb, then subject, then the principal verb. So, what is the formula? WH word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus principal verb. Okay? This is the formula. But sometimes what does not take any auxiliary verb? For example, number 3. I talked too much. This line is from a fable. I talked too much. That is why I have to come here. I talked too much. That is why I have to come here. When you will have to get the subject by asking what, you should not supply or you should not bring any auxiliary verb. I talked too much. That means I talked incessantly. I talked in an exaggerated manner. And that is why I have to come here. And suppose you have been asked to frame a question with WH word, that is what? Then what should be the question? What you should not use has. What brings you here? What brings you here? It is from a story, Talking Skull. What brings you here? Okay? Here there is no auxiliary verb because talking has brought me here. Talking has brought me here. So, you should not supply any auxiliary verb. You should not bring any auxiliary verb. And this principal verb will suffice. This principal verb will suffice. Okay? And if you want to use for, you may write what have you What have you to come here for? Okay. What have you to come here for? So, W is what? Auxiliary verb, subject, to plus come, that is infinitive. Okay. What have you to come here for? Okay. What? Now, take us another example of what. And I am cleaning the board. Suppose there are many boys in the class and somebody is laughing, and the teacher automatically doubts or in a suspicious mood asks the boy, what makes you laugh? What makes you laugh? So there is no auxiliary verb here, and there is only verb, that is the finite verb, makes. For example, I am writing two sentences. There are many boys in the class. Full stop. You are laughing. You are laughing. Okay? Please tell me the cause. Please tell me the cause of your laughing or your laugh. There are three sentences. Suppose there are many boys in the class. You are laughing. Please tell me the cause of your laugh. Suppose the teacher is asking the boy. Then what should be the question? What? This should be the answer. What makes you laugh? That means the question is being asked. The boy is being asked. The question is being thrown towards the boy. What makes you laugh? Although there are many boys in the class. Okay? What makes you laugh? Although there are many boys in the class. So the question must be framed in such a manner that the answer must be explicit, and that is given or hidden within the sentences already given. So you will have to know the art of making questions. There are many persons who make a confusion of how to make a question. Clear? So you see, what makes you laugh? That means the cause of laughter is unknown. It is unknown. it is the dark side in the class. As the cause of laughter is unknown, the teacher may automatically ask the boy, what makes you laugh in the class? Although there are many boys in the class. Okay? You see that what? WH word, and there is no auxiliary verb, only finite verb. Okay? It is called causative verb, laugh. That means what makes you to laugh. It is actually the infinitive and to is omitted. What makes you laugh? Although there are many boys in the class. Okay? So, it is the use of what? Clear? And now, I am giving another example of when. When means time. When means time. You see that WH word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus principal verb. That is the formula. For example, it was when. It was 11 o'clock at night. Full stop. It was 11 o'clock at night. The boy knocked at the door. There are two sentences. It was 11 o'clock at night. The boy knocked, at the door. There are two sentences. And you have been asked to frame a question with when. Then what should be the question? When did the boy knock at the door? Answer. When did the boy knock at the door? What is the answer? The answer is when it was 11 o'clock at night. So answer can be easily found within the sentences given. It was 11 o'clock at night. The boy knocked at the door. So auxiliary, WH word when, that is time. When suggests always time. Auxiliary verb plus subject plus principal verb. So what is the formula? Formula is WH word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus principal verb. This is the formula. Okay? And there are exceptions, you know, and I have already shown you in the case of what. However, and in my next class, I shall give you many more examples of so many WH words. And today I am ending here, and this is the beginning of my chapter, and this chapter will be completed within 2 or 3 classes. So my dear boys and girls, please subscribe my channel. If you like my content and like it, share it. Don't forget it. Good night. Good night, my dear boys and girls.